Ooh, it's bright. Well, today's the day. This coop is way too small for all of our chickens that we have now. There was 3 or 4 in there. Dogs chewed on once. Now there's 3. But we've got 8 more that we're going to be setting out as they are old enough and feathered out. So this little trailer here, I bought not long ago. Well, that's a lie. I bought it like 10 years ago, and I spray foamed it and put a window in it and rebuilt the back wall because it was water damaged. But I was going to use it as a deer blind, and I just never did. So this is going to be our new coop. I'm going to get it moved out from next to our shed, and we're going to put it over here because we've got a surprise coming in along that side of the yard next week. So we're going to get that moved over here, get that taken down so that we can integrate our new chicks with the old chicks and then be able to live happily ever after, giving us their edible poop eggs. It's gonna be a lot of work. I'm not gonna walk you through it all, but I do want to let you know that's what we're doing. And when I get done with it, I'll walk you through it. And this is probably gonna be a 2-part video. I'm not gonna be able to get it all done today. But anyways, you'll be joining me. Our homestead life. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new here, please take a look around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. Stay tuned. I should have aired up the tires. We've got it where we want it, and it's somewhat level. We pulled it from over there, and the dogs just used it to sleep underneath it in the shade. And you can see it's not very nice. My backyard, I've got to do a lot of cleaning up. I got to do some mowing. I get it. But where it's at here, I'm actually going to stick some pallets underneath it, keep the dogs from digging holes underneath it, but also keep them from coming through and bothering the chickens. I've got a bunch of pallets, may as well use them to line that skirt underneath the trailer. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of trim around there, actually fence pickets to seal that up and keep raccoons, skunks, and all that good stuff out of here, because while we're in town, we are on the outside edge of town. There's turkey and there's deer in a lot not far from here over by the interstate, so I know we've got a lot of wildlife. So to keep the coons out, I'm going to put some fence pickets along there. But for our run, I'm going to use some of these. Excuse the trash in the yard, guys. We've got construction all the way around us, and those guys for some reason can't comprehend how to bag their trash. I've got these 4x6s, some fence panels, and a couple of 4x4s, some roof panels and fence pickets. This is all leftover stuff from my construction company, and so I'm going to use these 4x6s to make a run base out here for the chickens. I'll cut that with a chainsaw, and we're going to get that laid out next. So I've got the rough layout. I'm going to use a tape measure, get it squared up, make some cuts on the saw, and we're going to screw it together with some 3-inch deck screws, hex head deck screws. All right, so we've got the main bit laid out. Cut this end off with a chainsaw. Now I'm going to take a measuring tape and go from corner to corner, and get this thing squared up before I put my post on. I'll show you how we're doing that with those 4x4s over there. So starting to come together well. It's roughly a 10 by 8 run, so 80 square foot of run. I'm gonna have 2 foot of that blocked off for feed storage on the back side. And so it's going to be a 6x5 coop with layered roosting posts. So it's going to be plenty of room for these 11 chickens. These are some 4x4 posts I took off of a porch. They're the same exact length, so I'm just going to measure them and cut them in half with a chainsaw. Put 2 on the outside corners, and I'm going to put one on that corner over there and one about 3 feet over to make a gate for the entrance of the run. See if we can get this one full start here. Oh, I'll take 2. I know I'm gonna have to take that off eventually because the chickens are gonna jump up on it and use that as a kind of a stand to jump over the fence. So I'm gonna have to take that off. I've got an impact, so I'm gonna charge that battery, get that taken off, and then I'm gonna take and put a cedar picket across there to cover that gap up. And the outside will be pretty much done. Then I'll walk you through the inside, show you what it looks like now, and kind of what the plan is in there. Again, don't at me, don't be judging me. I got everything spray foamed. There's our winder. So I plan on from 2 foot over, so from there, 2 foot over, kind of walling this off with like a piece of fence, some fence picket, some fence panel. So we're gonna put some fence panel up, kind of wall it off, and I'm gonna put a door in there so I can access, get in there, clean, and get the eggs. And then I've got a door that goes here. It's currently over there, chilling. I've just got to get the piano hinges put back on it and put a latch on it, which I already have. Again, we're trying not to spend any money. So I've got to clean this stuff out, throw most of it away, sell some of it that I can, and we'll go from there and get the panels put up. I've got some old asphalt roofing panels that I'm going to use to keep them from pecking at the foam, and it's going to be tall enough that they're not going to be jumping up above it to get into it. These are left over from a rabbit hutch I built for some people, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And there's 3 or 4 sheets of it. So I'm gonna line the bottom of the walls, those 3 walls right there, just like that, to keep the chickens from pecking at the foam. I don't know if it'll make them sick or not, but I'd rather not find out. So we're gonna line that, and this will be almost ready to go. That'll be the end of part 1 of the, I guess that's a she shed. I cut the length so that it would hit and die on that stud there. So scoot it over some. We're going to screw from the top now, because this is asphalt type roofing. We're going to make sure that we don't punch through it with the screw, or it'll pull through. So we go from the top down, because there's not a lot of structure to this. It's kind of weak, and we'll have to modify this side over here for our boxes, because they'll be kind of low right here, and we can't just screw through these ribs because it's not very structural. But I'm going to get this up, get one over here on the door, and we'll be ready to build our wall. In the case we do want to do something about that, I guess I can mark it right here, come down to this valley, and cut down and cut straight up with a sawzall. I guess I'll do that. Mama probably won't be happy with it blocking it. Okay, let's see. As y'all can see, I'm not treating this as a super fancy project because that's not what it is. It's me building what we need with the stuff that we have for just the cost of the electricity to charge my batteries and whatever I feel like my time's worth. So fancy isn't the name of this game. I gotta be honest with you, I grew up doing this, and it wasn't because we were homesteading, we're poor. A lot of the things you do as a homesteader is the same thing that poor people do. We get up, we go to work, and we make everything work for us. We try to be less dependent on anybody else except for ourselves. That's what I'm doing here. It's not gonna look like the Taj Mahal. That's not my goal. I've built amazing things. I've built cabinets in $10, $12 million homes. That ain't what I'm doing right now. I'm building a chicken house, and this is nicer than any chicken house I've ever had, but it just is what it is. So we're gonna get this slapped up, and then we'll do this wall. Alrighty, got our walls covered. It's gonna be good. Got plenty of room to sit, be fat and happy. Bring me some eggs. All right, now we're gonna get this door built right here. These are all fence panels that I had for free sitting at the house or at the shop. A pallet, these roofing panels. Gracie's not happy right now. Abby! How was your pool party? Yeah. Anyways, we've got roughly a 6x6 area actually in here for the chickens to have nesting boxes, roosting posts, and a little door to their yard. All right, guys, it's been a busy day. I just got off a 24-hour shift when I started working on this today, so I think we're calling it good. We've got the inside completely lined. We've got the dividing wall for the feed room side, the feed and tack, or whatever you want to call it, side over here. And then we've got the coop side lined and ready to go. We're ordering a door tonight for that. And we've got our run framed up. We are going to be putting boards around the top of the run so that we can hang wire and put a tarp on the top of it. And the chicks can stay safe that way. So next video should be installing the door, installing the fence, and then we'll go from there, finishing out the roosting nests and the laying nests. So y'all stay tuned. We love you guys from the Williams family to yours. We hope that you have a blessed week, a great weekend. Love your family. Spend some time outdoors. We love you. We are out.